There we go. What's up? What's up, everybody? Am I live? I hope so. Yes, I am live. Hello, hello, ladies. Hello, my amazing limitless sisters. Happy Thursday. Welcome to Thursday Night Live with Myra. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. I don't see anyone logged in yet, but it doesn't matter because I know you're coming and I look forward to you being here. I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome to Thursday Night Live with Myra, and I'm super duper excited about tonight's session. Um, for those of you that are here that don't know me, my name is Myra. And if you're new to the group, my name is Myra, and I'm an LPC, and I'm also a women's empowerment coach. And in this group, we are women who are we're ready to take all the limits off, the limits of the limits that our past has placed on us, and we are ready to get reconnected to our purpose. So here in this group, this week, this month, we're talking about self love. And I'm really excited because tonight we are going to create a self love letter to our younger selves. Um, there are two parts to this, right? Um, for some of us, we've never been taught until recently in the past few years, or maybe not at all, what self-love is and what it looks like and that we should have it. Um, some of us were never taught that, and we kind of had to figure it out on our own. Good evening, Lord Dean. Glad to see you, my sister. Thank you for checking in and thank you for being here. And so we're on this journey as part of reconnecting to our purpose. One of the steps is loving ourselves, knowing that it's okay to love yourself, knowing that it's healthy to love yourself, knowing that self love is not selfish, but it's necessary to get to where you want to be in life. And you can't really love anyone else really if you don't love yourself. So we're on this journey, and one of the things I found most important or beneficial, as I've taught this class before, is that we write first, that we can be really hard on our younger self, right? The mistakes we've made in the past, the decisions we've made, whether it's a decision about your career, about a relationship, about what school you wanted to go to, if you wanted to go to school, or if you didn't want to go to school, go to college after high school. Um, uh, some life decisions to have a baby, to not have a baby, um, to, I don't know, move in with someone or not, to um, just a really difficult decisions maybe you've had to make, and maybe some bad decisions you've made or some mistakes that you've made, and you kind of still hold yourself prisoner to those mistakes. There hasn't been any grace and for yourself. So I want us to talk to that younger person, that younger Myra, that younger Lordine, that younger Valerie, that younger Courtney, that younger Tamika, um, and talk to her and just write her a letter to let her know how loved she is and that things will be okay. But the first part of this assignment, I hope you guys brought pen and paper with you, um, because the first part we need to do is I first want you to write down some of your positive qualities, characteristics, traits. What are some things that are good qualities about you? Like, are you responsible? Are you good with money? Are you good with people? Are you faithful, loyal? Are you a giver? Or are you loving, kind? Are you straightforward? Because that's a positive trait. Are you let's see what else. Are you faithful? Are you um Let's see what else. Are you a hard worker? Do you have a strong work ethic? Write down at least, I don't know, maybe five positive traits that you have that you find in yourself, or maybe that people have found in you, like, oh my God, you're really good at writing. You're such a good writer. Or you're really good at singing. What do you do well? Are you a good musician? Do you write poetry? Do you write rap? Do you rap? Whatever you're good at, right? Write those things down because you're going to need those in this letter. Um, I find that sometimes, in order for us to move forward in life, to love ourselves, we have to push past our shortcomings, our mistakes. And as you go through a healing process, as you go through figuring out how to love yourself, talking to that younger Myra, letting her understand that nobody's perfect, everybody makes mistakes, is vital for you to talk to your younger self, to let her know that all is forgiven. There's nothing that can't really be forgiven, no matter what it is. That secret, that secret sin, if you will, that you've been keeping that nobody knows about. Um, it's okay to forgive yourself, to move forward, um, because those things kind of keep us in bondage, and it kind of can keep you at a level where there's a little self hate. Nobody wants to admit that. Nobody wants to say that out loud. But it's true, it does exist. Sometimes we can succeed in life and do all the things that we've wanted to do, but there's still a part of us that we haven't forgiven, that we keep blaming for the things that we don't have or that we did not achieve. And so we want to speak to her. Everybody's made mistakes. Everybody has shortcomings. None of us are perfect. So I want you to take this opportunity to write yourself this letter and forgive yourself and love yourself. All parts of you, even the mistakes, even the shortcomings. Because without those things that happen, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be existing the way you are right now. You wouldn't be the person that you are, and clearly you are an amazing woman. You decided to take the limits off and go for it. You are ambitious. You are, you're motivated, or you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be a part of this group. This would interest you. So I'm going to give you a kind of like I don't know what you call it. It's like a format. I'm going to use myself. I'm going to share my letter with you that I wrote myself. I actually wrote it last night, and there's an outline, and all you got to do is fill in the blanks. Okay, that's all you got to do is fill in the blanks. But what I want you to do is go back to a time in your life when you feel like you made one of your biggest mistakes that completely changed the trajectory of your life. Like you were headed this way, but this decision you made, it took you that way. And you have not been able to forgive yourself for it. You keep holding yourself accountable to this same decision, the same mistake, and you've been holding on to that 20, 30, 40 years. Okay. I want you to think about that moment. I want you to think about that younger self and what she must have been dealing with and how she must have been feeling about herself. I want you to just think about that for a little bit, for a few minutes. And then I'm going to read you mine, and then I'll tell you where to fill in the blanks on yours. Um, if you're watching this video and it's something that you're really interested in doing, I want you to leave me a message in my DM, and I will send you a copy of the outline. Okay, if this is something you're really interested in, and if you want to talk more about it, hit me in the DM. I will try to get a copy of this and make it pretty for you so that you can have it, and I'll post it so that you can fill in the blanks yourself. But if you want to talk more about how to love yourself, self-love, um, hit me in the direct messenger, and you and I would love to have a conversation with you. I would love to sit down and talk to you about why it's been hard to pull yourself out of the guilt, out of the remorse of whatever the decision was or whatever the mistake was that you made. I want to connect with you. Um, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share with you the letter that I've written myself, and then I will leave the outline for you to fill in the I'll post it. I tell you what, I'll post it. I'll type it up and I'll post it. Um, or I just make a copy of it because I have a copy somewhere. I'll make a copy of it and I'll post it for you to use. But I want to go ahead and before I don't like to hold you guys too long because we all have busy lives. But I'm so grateful for the 4 or 5 people that are here tonight. Thank you. I don't know who you are other than Miss Lordine, but I see you and I thank you for being here. So I'm going to read you my letter. And this letter was written, um, well, you'll see. This letter was written to 20-year-old Myra. Okay. She's 20 years old. She is a college uh, um, she is a college junior at Savannah State College. Back then, it's Savannah State University now, but it was Savannah State College back then. And she was on her way. She had finally gotten herself together and stopped skipping classes and partying every weekend. So she had settled herself down, and then this happened. Okay, just give you a little background. All right. My letter says, "Dear Myra, I hope you know that when you got pregnant at 20 while in college, I was in your corner rooting for you. People sometimes go through tough times, and this time was hard because you weren't married, you were a Christian, and you were supposed to be an example for your brothers and your younger cousins. You were also running around campus preaching the gospel to everybody, telling them how they needed to live and that they needed to be saved. It's okay and normal to feel embarrassed and like you're a disappointment to your friends and your family, especially your parents and your little brothers. I want you to know that it's going to be okay because God loves you and He forgives. And everyone makes mistakes. Sometimes you're just too hard on yourself. I know you will get through this because your mom and your family will be there to help you raise this baby. Never forget your amazing qualities, like you're smart, you're responsible, you're loving, you're kind, and you're giving. I will always love you and know that you will get through this. Yours truly, Myra." Now it's just that simple. What do y'all think about that? That made me tear up when I was writing it because I carried that burden of embarrassing my family and my brothers and disappointing them, and my whole life changing because I got pregnant. And how are people going to see me in the body of Christ? Oh my God, you running around here preaching to everybody. And people said that to me. They let me know, you know, you're a hypocrite. Got that. People told me I ruined my life. Family told me I ruined my life, that I would never make it, that I would never do this and do that. Got that. But, and I carried those burdens for a long time, that burden for a long time. But, now I know better. And so I want the same for you. Whatever that decision was, that mistake was, that bad deal you made, and you took all of your money and you invested it, and you lost it. Yes, that's right, Lord Dean. And thank you for saying it was beautiful. Let ye who is without sin cast the first stone. That's right. So whatever it was, you made you I don't know, you bought this house you couldn't afford, and now it's in foreclosure, or it went into foreclosure. Now you're embarrassed. You bought this car you couldn't afford, trying to keep up with the Joneses. Now you have all this debt. So whatever that thing is, whatever that decision is, that mistake, I want you to think about that and write that letter around this mistake, and just love on your younger self for a minute, because she needs it. Probably she you may be stuck in, maybe you haven't even thought about this in years since it happened, but it's still there. Or maybe it's still there and and you want to get pushed past it and heal. Okay, so you just need to love on yourself a little bit. All right. So do you see why I said at the beginning, I needed you to write down your positive traits, your positive qualities, because it's a part of this letter. So if you have time, I'll go through it real quick, and you can, never mind, I'll just post it. That'll be easier. You don't have to do all that writing. I'll post it, and I want you to write your letter. And if you don't care, share it with me. I would love to hear it. I would love for you to share your letter with me. Okay. And we can do it privately. You don't have to do it open in the group. You can do it with me privately, or you can do it openly. It doesn't really matter, but I would love to hear it. So, anyway, this is Myra. I hope you guys enjoyed this exercise and that you will do it. I want to thank you for being here. I hope you have an amazing night, and I hope you honor yourself, love yourself, take care of yourself, and that you will. Thank you, Lord Dean. You're welcome. And that you will just, forgive yourself. Okay? Forgive yourself. This is Myra. Have a beautiful evening, my most amazing, limitless sisters. And I am so glad to be back live with you. I'm so, so glad to be back. Hello. I don't know who you are because it just says Facebook user, and I'm using the StreamYard, so I don't know who you are, but hello, and I'm glad that you're here. But I'm so glad to be back live. Thank you guys for the feedback. Thank you guys for being here. I see that there are 5 or 6 of you here. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. I hope you have a beautiful evening, and I will see you, Lord willing, I will see you guys next week live for our final session on self-love for the month of August. Yeah, wait a minute. Next week is September 1st. So I guess this is technically our last session on self-love, but next week we'll have something different. So, but thank you, thank you, thank you so much for being here. And don't forget to reach out to me in the DM if you want more, if you want to talk more about self-love and what that looks like. If you are looking for a coach, I am a women's empowerment coach. So if you're looking for a coach, I am available, and I would love to work with you. Or if you just want to share your love letter, your self-love letter with me, I would love to hear it. Okay. Have a beautiful evening, everyone. Take care of yourselves. Peace out, everybody.